Here's the final vid of 3, Severe Weather Awareness. I was prompted by this tornado. No injuries, no deaths in Western Oklahoma. I was prompted by this to make the video because they had a lot of warning and no one was hurt or killed, and everyone knew what to do. It was Oklahoma. So here's what I'm going to do. So we're going to give you. I'm going to arm you with the facts now, even though we're 2 months away. There's low threat for our area, but it has specific weather has occurred, such as Lions in a few years back. There was a July 4th, 2007 threat that never happened. There was a May 30th, 99, a couple tornadoes in our area. That was a 2-day event. There was a derecho on 6/15/09. That was the wind reports that we've had. There was a couple of tropical systems, a couple of squalls, a couple more storm events that we can describe. So the threat's there, and it's increasing despite the fizzling out, and that is demonstrated by the tornado watch on 7/4/07. The best time to describe tornado threats and severe weather threats is by their quiet season, when in the United States every month can see a tornado or severe weather, and that's for our time the least likely. It's December 15th through April 1st. We had a wind gust of 76 miles per hour in the past year. Just another climatology quick fact. The EF scale, the numbers are equivalent, but the winds are different. The EF scale updated the F scale in 2007. There's no pre-2007 tornado re-rated. In January of 2007, they probably had both scales used. Most likely there would be a second report that had there would be a report that had the EF scale rating as well. So we're not sure what that rating would be for Oklahoma City tornado. F1 and EF0 and EF1 are weak. They're up to 110 miles per hour. That's 84% of all reports and 4% of all deaths. There was a strong tornado, which is EF2 and 3, 110 to 165. 165 to 200 miles per hour is violent. 15% of all reports are strong, and 30% of all deaths. 1% of all reports, but 65% of all deaths are violent, are attributed to violent tornadoes. Reading the skies is not really much to consider. If you want to have a lot more, you should go to a Skywarn training. There's one, I think, in Bucks County, near Warminster, on on May 22nd, I think. Go to nationalweather.gov and click over Philadelphia, and you'll get the information on Skywarn. So here's the basics of reading the sky. There'll be a darkening western or southern sky, and maybe a clash of thunder. Either one, time to go inside now. For thunder, if you can hear thunder, you're close enough to be struck by lightning, so it's very important to go inside. And you may not even hear a thunder, because it might just be the lightning coming through. That's why the darkening sky is a clue for you to go inside. Before a storm forms, you should get a disaster kit. This is many days ahead of the storm, ahead of any storm. And this disaster kit is general. It's for all kinds of weather events and disasters. It can be also used for earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, mudslides, and fires, and much more in case of an evacuation or proceed to shelter. So the disaster kit information is at ready.gov. Speaking of websites, this picture, and there should be a video of this tornado. This is found at severestudios.com. Forgive me for forgetting that. So anyway, you get the disaster kit ready. You check the kit at least twice a year. It's got important documents in it. It's ready.gov. I had previous videos that had that website. Set up your shelter with a disaster kit on the day of severe weather. Get any additional food and water ready. Get possible blankets. It's also crucial that for any kind of watches issued, any statements, you should get this: NOAA weather radio. It's crucial when in severe weather. That's your best source of information. The day of severe weather, as a storm forms, NOAA weather radio will have the information necessary to track it. They'll give you information on any warnings and any updates to the watches and statements they issued before. The day when the storm is formed and the storm is expected to hit to come near you, I would advise you shut your doors and you get your doors shut and windows. If you have an outdoor event, remember those basic reading the sky techniques, darkening sky and thunder. So, and when you have a warning or storm is close, your shelter would be getting ready. In the event that a derecho would be moving towards your area, which is damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour, would be you would just need to stay indoors with windows and doors shut. Stay away from the windows and hunker down. If there's a tornado, you should get underground. If you have an isolated shelter outside underground, that's another good way. Make sure your disaster kit is down there is in your shelter. A couple of typical tornado shelters would be good idea to explore. Would be on the lowest level of your house. Basement. Get in the basement bathroom and sink or bathtub. Best bet also is to get into a storm shelter that's outside of your home. That's a less risk of you getting trapped in there for a few days. Make sure you have in case there's some debris that's on top of you, be sure to be able to have some sort of a hammer or something would be a good use, so that you can bang and in case some people come by and they explore and they won't know that you're trapped down there. They'll be able to help. They could be able to help you. So if there's a storm that's nearby, get any additional supplies to your shelter. Make sure the crucial thing is to get your shelter set up with your disaster kit, readying all supplies as well as blankets. Especially when there's a severe weather, especially when a tornado is threatening. The crucial thing is to make sure your shelter is ready as possible in advance, so you only have to grab a few things in your family and move into shelter. The disclaimer for this video, however, is that this is rare for our area, but it has occurred, so it's better to be safe than sorry. So recapping, severe weather is possible in our area. We had a 76-mile-an-hour wind gust and a few tornadoes and severe thunderstorms in our area. And the tornadoes have occurred every year round. Make sure you read the skies properly. We could get significant damage from a tornado here. Partial collapse of your house is the most likely threat. And get your disaster kit ready, and that should be it for now. I'll have a updated video. I'll have another recapping video in a couple months probably. That's all for now. Good luck.